This video is for the AMT Distributed Audio System software. The AMT Distributed Audio System software currently is designed to run on Windows 10. It was written for the MC-66 audio controllers. The software supports multiple controllers. Features: keypad, mute all zones, 25 user configurable presets, all the zones, audio alarm, which is user configurable, full on-screen control of all zones, that would be on-off, channel select, volume level, and mute. It includes one button, all zone controls. Note, due to the latency of the MC-66 controller and Ethernet, there may be a slight lag before refreshing the on-screen information. Here is an overview of our distributed audio system. We have 10 zones, consisting of 2 MC-66 audio controllers. Each controller has 6 zones. We have 10 of the KC6 wall mount keypad units, 2 of the GW SL1 Ethernet to serial gateway units, 10 audio amplifiers with built-in output level controls. The audio channels: we have 6 inputs on the MC-66. 3 inputs are used. Channel 1 has a computer-based controller with stereo DAC output. This provides an unlimited number of audio sources. Channel 2 is a stereo FM tuner. Channel 3 is a TV stereo output. Note, Channel 6 is used as a software mute. It has an RCA shorting plug on the input. Let's go ahead and open our software. Here's the opening screen. Here we have the main page. The upper left is the name of the software along with its software revision. Above each zone is the associated name for that zone. These names are user changeable and are located in a text file. Toward the bottom left, you will see each of the audio channels and their associated names. These names are also changeable by the user, located in a text file. The IP addresses for the GW-SL1 Ethernet to serial gateway are also located in a user changeable file. Here in the bottom center is some status information for each of the data streams between the software and the MC-66 controllers. And in the lower left, we have a keypad mute all. It has an associated checkbox, which enables or disables this feature. If enabled, the keypad mute all feature will mute all zones when any of the KC6 keypad mute buttons are activated. If a K6 mute button is pressed for a second time, the system will revert to the previous status of mute for each of the zones prior to activating the keypad mute all feature. This feature is very useful, especially in the event that you get a phone call. In the lower center, you will see Notify Keypad Changes and its associated checkbox. If this feature is enabled, anytime a K6 keypad button press occurs causing a change to the zone, a pop-up window will show notifying that there's been a change. On the bottom left, the presets button. We'll have more on that when we go to the presets page. On the bottom toward the right is the alarm enabled feature with its associated checkbox. If this box is checked, the alarm feature will be enabled. The alarm feature will, at a prescribed time of day, will programmatically execute a preset configuration of the zone settings. If the alarm enable checkbox is enabled and the alarm time has been set, then the set time window will be visible with the set time. Otherwise, the alarm time has not been set. More on this when we go to the alarm page. Each zone has a zone on and off button. The zone on and off buttons turn on and off each zone. When the zone channel keypad volume and mute are not shown, then the zone is blue. The blue signifies the zone is off. We'll click on the zone on and you'll see that the zone now has all its features visible. And off will take us back to the blue off visualization. We have an associated all zones on button, and there also is an all zones off button. These buttons will turn all zones on and off. Each zone has an audio channel selector. The value in the yellow text box is the current selected channel. An all zones audio channel selector is available here, center left. By clicking on a channel button here, the software will programmatically select that channel for all zones. Each zone has a volume up and volume down button. You can click on either button multiple times. An update to the volume number and level indicator occurs when the clicking of the buttons stops. Each zone has the ability to set the volume level directly by entering a value of 0 to 61 in the text box to the left of the Set button. Change to the volume takes place upon clicking the Set button. There is also an all zones volume feature here, center left. By entering the prescribed volume level into the text box and then clicking the all zones volume button will programmatically set the volume level of all zones. Each zone has an associated mute toggle button. The status of mute will show green when mute is active and gray when mute is not active. There is also an all zones mute on and mute off button here lower left. These buttons will programmatically activate or deactivate the mute for all zones. On the lower right side of the main page is the Exit Program button. Clicking this button will close the data streams and then close the software program. The information for all zones is continually updated, so any changes either by the software or by the K6 keypads and MC-66 controller will show on each zone. Again, due to the latency of the M66 controller and the internet, there may be a slight lag before refreshing the information. Let's go to the presets page. There are 25 user configurable presets available. They're shown here in the list box, left center. The presets are stored on the PC. Choose a preset first by clicking the name of the preset in the list box. The name of the preset you choose will show in the preset name text box. You can now select preset or delete preset by clicking on the respective buttons. If you click Select Preset, the preset name you selected will now show in the Selected Preset text box, and the settings for that preset will be shown to the right. The settings you see to the right are not editable on this page. They are only for information purposes. You'll notice that the green Run Selected Preset button is now visible, as well as the yellow Edit button. You now have the option to either click the Run Selected Preset, which will programmatically execute the preset you selected, or you can click the Edit button, which will open the edit page for editing the selected preset. Let's run this preset. When a preset is being executed, progress information will appear in the progress message text box, and an animated spinner will appear in the upper right. The order of execution is zone on-off, zone mute, channel 6, software, set volume, set mute on-off, and set audio channel. Clicking the Delete Preset button will delete the preset whose name is shown in the preset name text box. The list box will then show that a preset is available with a name in the list text box of Open. It will do this at the very bottom of the list. If any available preset exists, an Add Preset button will be visible. To add a preset, choose any of the open items in the list. In the preset name text box, overwrite the open text with the name of your choosing. Then click the Add New Preset button. Note, you'll need to edit the new preset using the Edit page. Clicking the main button in the lower right will cause the presets page to close and open the main page once again. Let's select a preset and edit that preset. Click the yellow Edit button to go to the Edit page. Preset name will show the preset you selected for editing. Available is the Enable On, Volume Level, Channel, and Mute. By clicking the appropriate box and the Enable On for each zone will turn on that zone. Volume level 0 to 61, channel 1 through 6. When you select a channel, the associated name for that channel will show to the left, and mute on. Checking that box will mute that zone. To the right, as a reference, are the 6 channels and their associated name. Above are buttons that will enable and set all zones. If you click the Enable All Zones button, all Enable On checkboxes will be checked. You can also clear all zones. You can set all volume levels to the same volume level. You can set all channels to the same channel. You can mute all zones, which will select all zones to be checked mute on, and you can clear all zones. When you press the Presets button, the Edit page will close and you will be taken once again to the Presets page. All settings for this preset will be saved automatically. You will notice that while the preset name appears in the preset name box, there is no selected preset. This is by design. You must select the preset function each time to ensure that the correct preset is selected for either run or edit. All right, let's go back to the main screen. Alarm enabled, checkbox is active. Now you see we have an alarm button. The alarm button will take us to the alarm screen. Choose a preset for the alarm by first clicking the name of the preset in the list box. The name of the preset you choose will show in the preset name text box. Next, click Select Preset. The preset name now will show in the selected alarm preset text box window. Next, set the alarm time by clicking on the text box to the right of the Set Alarm Time. To the far right is another box which will open a calendar if you need to set a specific day of the week or month. Next, set the alarm duration. This is in minutes, up to 60 minutes. This is how long you want this alarm to be active. Next, you have 3 options for what will happen after the duration time expires. First, you can either select Stay On, Mute All. These are mutually exclusive. Stay On will basically do nothing after the duration time expires. Mute All will programmatically mute all of the zones after the duration time expires. Execute Daily will ignore the date and reset the alarm each day to trigger at the same time every day. For the alarm to become active, you must click on the Set button. Remember that the set time window on the main page will be visible with the set time only if the alarm timer is active. Otherwise, the alarm time has not been set. We set the time. We have a green simulated light. Let's go back to the main screen. And you can see the time now is set, and it shows that it's set for daily.